Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
a builder,
I coach,
culinary arts,
auditor,
A firefighter.
for anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official.
just go for it.
take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyesToofficiating.com.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
You're ready to reconnect, to discover, to explore a Georgia that always has more stories to share and views to admire. Set for your next adventure while you set your own pace to wonder or wander, or whatever it is that makes you feel you. To feel that Georgia feeling, those beautiful, real, honest moments. The only found in Georgia moments. Find yours at exploregeorgia.org.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
At Shry Media, we believe in the power of connection, promoting your brand while supporting your community. Our goal is to elevate your presence and amplify your message through local sports. With Shry Media, advertising goes beyond traditional boundaries. Get on television. Make an impact. Take the first step towards a future where your brand is not just seen, but celebrated.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Welcome to the new era of brand promotion. Are you trying to find a way to make a splash? We understand that advertising isn't what it used to be. Things have changed. Advertising is both more dynamic and more engaging. Schrei Media keeps your brand not just seen, but remembered. In a world where staying relevant is key, we are your partners in staying top of mind.
Welcome everyone to Ken White Field here in Waleska, Georgia. Lorenzo Robinson on the call for day 2 of the NAIA opening round. This is going to be an elimination game for the Waleska bracket, folks. We have the 4th-seeded Keiser Seahawks taking on the 2nd-seeded Jessup Warriors. Should be a whole lot of fun. And first for Jessup coming into this game with a 39-10 record. They were 17-7 in conference play, hailing out of Lincoln, California. Coach Trevor Payne, he has the Golden State's Athletic Conference champions at his disposal. A Jessup team that many people really figured would vie for one of those last #1 seeds. They finished 12th in the NAIA Top 25, a phenomenal year all season long. unfortunately for them, coming up short against Point Park in what was an offensive showcase, losing that one 13-10. And then the Keiser Seahawks, the 4th seed, they are 32-22 entering into this game. They went 9-15 in conference play, a team that really had to overcome a lot of ups and downs throughout the season. They started the year 14-2, found some bumps in the road during conference play, but they were able to right the ship, so to speak, last week in the conference tournament and really made a phenomenal run, very nearly taking the Sun Conference Tournament Championship, but coming up just short against Southeastern 8-4. And yesterday, Keiser came in against the number 1 seed in the Waleska bracket, the hometown Reinhardt Eagles, and they gave them everything they could handle and more. Trailing 5-0 going into the 7th inning, Keiser was able to put up 4 runs in the 7th and the 8th, giving themselves a chance going into the 9th, but they fell just short.
The catcher, number 25, James Williams.
This one should be a whole lot of fun, and now we'll see James Williams as the leadoff man for the Warriors. Williams had a big-time home run in their first game against Point Park. And as he hits this one into the net. Williams has been one of the more consistent presences at the plate for Jessup this year. Coming into this game, batting .383 with 51 hits, 6 home runs, including the one he hit yesterday, 29 RBIs, and really an ideal leadoff man for this team. Definitely a guy who likes to see a lot of pitches, get a feel for what's happening on the mound. He pops this one up high and it goes foul. The man on the mound for Keiser, number 17, Danny Galvin. Galvin coming into this game with a 4.11 ERA and a 6-5 record. Galvin, a third-year player from Key West, Florida, and formerly of Florida Southwestern College. Count now is 2-2. Again, this will serve as an elimination game. Both of these teams coming up just short yesterday against Point Park and Reinhardt, respectively. Whoever loses this one will see their season come to an end. It's scooped up by the shortstop. The throw is made, but it will leak out of the glove of Jamonte Woods at first, and Williams will be safe. Absolutely unfortunate there for Keiser. But Jessup starting off with a man on base. Trey Furry coming up to the plate, and Furry, one of the highest batting averages in the country, top 15 in batting average, batting .494. A staggering 86 hits, 52 RBIs, and 16 home runs. As he hits this one foul. Furry stepped up in a major way for Jessup in their game against Point Park. Multiple hits and definitely gave his team a chance to win. Another one fouled off by Furry over the net, now facing an 0-2 count. This one, a grounder retrieved by Galvin. Double play chance, and they will turn 2. Nice job by the Keiser Seahawks, turning 2, getting 2 outs on the board here in the top of the first inning.
Way to go, baby! And batting, first baseman number 28, Bryce Capria.
So now this will be our first time seeing Bryce Petrillia. Petrillia batting .438 this year. 56 RBIs, 9 home runs. Hits this one hard, and it goes foul. This one hit deep in the left field. Looks like it's going to go foul and just on the wrong side of the line. So Petrillia behind on the count early, 0-2. Jessup coming off a game where they had such a strong offensive showing. They definitely want to try to keep that momentum rolling here today. Of course, Keiser with different plans, and Keiser was so close to knocking off the top-seeded Reinhardt Eagles yesterday, falling just short. And that pitch called a ball, and something that Keiser faithful definitely not in agreement with. Count is 2-2. That pitch low from Galvin, and ball number 3, a full count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A ball, and Petrillia will make his way to first. A strike retires the side. Galvin deals, and this one knocked into the net and foul. Petrillia staying alive in the at-bat. So we'll see what the first baseman can do here. This one popped up by Petrillia in the center field deep. It will bounce into the outfield. Petrillia rounding second. Looks like he's headed to third. And he is safe at third. A triple from Bryce Petrillia. And a runner in scoring position, a very threatening position for the Jessup Warriors. They have a great chance to strike first blood here in this elimination game. So now the DH, Chris Lopez at the plate. Lopez comes into this game batting .316. He's hit 50 RBIs and 13 home runs. And that was a nice job by Petrillia. He was well behind on that count, 1-2, and he just found a way to stay alive. But this one is popped up from Lopez, and it will be corralled by Keiser. That's the second baseman barrier, and that retires the side. So Petrillia gave it a go, gave the Jessup Warriors a chance to strike first, but Keiser holds them at bay. We remain scoreless here in Waleska.
second baseman, number 4, Keiser.
Welcome back. Set to resume play here in the NAIA opening round, day 2. Jessup and Keiser doing battle right now, still scoreless. Cade Iranon at the plate for the Warriors. Iranon this year batting .304, 48 RBIs and 12 home runs. He homered yesterday in the game against Point Park. This is a Jessup team. They came into the NAIA opening round with a staggering record, 39-9. As this one is grounded, it's secured, and the throw is made to first in time for out number 1. This brings up Drew Andrews. Drew Andrews batting .326 with 39 RBIs and 9 home runs. But this is, again, a Jessup team that is not very used to losing. They were absolutely phenomenal in the regular season, going 39-9. They actually haven't lost a game since their series against Hope International. Hope International, as this one is ripped out to left field, and it goes over the wall. It's gone. Andrews, a home run, and that gets the Warriors on the board here in Waleska. Jessup will strike first here in this elimination game. They now lead 1-0. The second-seeded Warriors taking the momentum in this one. Now the center fielder, Hall, will come up to the plate for the Warriors. Quentin Hall batting .283 this year with 32 RBIs and 8 hits. But Jessup, before yesterday, they actually did not lose a game. Last time they lost was April 13th, as this one is grounded. Hall rounding first, and that is where he will remain. Jessup picking up a little bit of momentum here in the second inning, getting their bats working a little bit. Obviously, we know how dangerous they can be offensively as a group. Cole Hazel coming up to the plate. Hazel batting .338, 17 RBIs. Also has a pair of home runs.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Oh, okay. Thank you, David.
The Warriors, again, have not lost since that series against Hope International. That was until yesterday, as Hazel rips this one into center field. Hall makes his way to third, runners in the corners. The Jessup Warriors, all the momentum in the world. 3 consecutive hits for the Warriors, and they are absolutely rolling here in the second inning. Jack Grant, the shortstop, coming up to the plate for Jessup. Jack Grant batting .242 with 37 RBIs and 3 home runs. Now, Jessup was able to avenge that series loss against Hope International by knocking off Hope International in the conference tournament championship game. Even still, Jessup earning the 2 seed, Hope International finishing with a 1 seed. So definitely something that received a lot of attention, a lot of back and forth speculation. 1 run scores for Jessup. That bunt was perfectly laid down by Jack Grant. That allowed Andrews, Hall, to be able to score.
Number 25, James Williams.
So a runner in scoring position as Williams is back at the plate. Williams 1 for 1 so far. He had a leadoff single for the Warriors in the first inning. This one popped up high into the air. A few different Seahawks around it. It drops in the outfield. Another run will score for the Jessup Warriors. That ball gets away from the Seahawks, and Williams is at second. Man, oh man, James Williams popped that one straight up in the air. A few different blue jerseys. They were saying, I got it, I got it, I got it. It turns out nobody was able to retrieve it. The Warriors taking advantage, scoring another run. It is now 3-0 in favor of the 2 seed, the Jessup Warriors. Things getting away a little bit from Galvan. This one is clipped, and that's Trey Furry. Furry back at the plate last time he was up, grounded into a double play. Another one fouled off by Furry, behind on the count, 0-2. And the Keiser faithful definitely wanted that pitch to be called a strike. Instead, it will be called ball number 1. Jessup exploding offensively here, putting up 3 runs thus far in the top of the second inning. And they had an offensive explosion against Point Park. They put up 10 runs. Unfortunate for them that Point Park was just a little bit better than them offensively. Furry makes the mad dash to first, but will not get there, and that retires the side. Jessup striking here in the second. We'll see if Keiser has an answer. Right now, Warriors ahead, 3-0.
Top of the second.
Set to resume play here in the bottom of the second inning. Jessup ahead against Keiser, 3-0. The bats got to work in the top of this inning. We'll see if Keiser has an answer. And this one is popped up. That's Jamonte Woods. Jamonte Woods for the Keiser Seahawks, batting .374 with 9 home runs, 55 RBIs. Woods, formerly a member of the Point University Skyhawks baseball team, and he was somebody that had success here on this field, as that one seems like it clipped Woods and may have gotten his helmet, or might have careened off the helmet of the catcher rather, and nonetheless an 0-2 count. Interesting play there. Woods grounds this one, and it goes foul over there near the Jessup dugout. Jamonte Woods, someone who People who follow the Appalachian Athletic Conference, they're very familiar with him and his ability, and he stepped up for Keiser, hit a big-time home run for them in that matchup against Reinhardt. Moreno with the pitch. Woods staying alive, fouls it off yet again. And we're just in day 2, but Keiser can put a lot of pressure on Jessup. They continue to get these pitch counts up for their starters and as well as their relievers. The Warriors had to cycle through a few different arms in that game against Point Park. Of course, conference tournaments and national tournaments generally are considered to be wars of attrition as Woods swings and misses for strike number 3 and out number 1. So Moreno securing the K. And Palmer Hutchinson coming up to the plate for the Keiser Seahawks. Hutchinson batting .276 this year with 12 home runs and 58 RBIs, a team-leading 58 RBIs. And he watches this one for ball number 1. The conference tournament play and national tournaments, they're always considered the wars of attrition. You need to be able to have not just multiple guys. It's a swing and miss there from Hutchinson, results in strike 1. But you don't just need to have multiple guys that are capable of stepping up, but you also need to see who's going to be able to overcome that level of adversity. Fatigue will definitely set in for these pitching staffs, especially as we get deeper into the week and whichever one of these 4 teams finds themselves in the World Series will definitely be a challenge. Of course, only one team can win, and that's the team that is able to navigate those challenges the best. That pitch considered out of the zone for Moreno in ball number 2, a call that the Jessup faithful definitely did not agree with. So we have a great umpire crew here today because they have managed to actually upset both fan bases, and we're just in the 2nd inning. That pitch is low for ball number 3. Count is 3-2. Full count here. Strike, and Hutchinson will make his way to the dugout, a ball, and he will make his way to first base. And that one grounded and fouled off. Hutchinson staying alive. And obviously Jessup hoping for a better pitching display here in this game. And Point Park, a very potent offensive group. They kind of knocked them around a little bit. They're hoping to be able to slow down the Keiser Seahawks here today. The pitch from Moreno. Hutchinson again fouling it off, staying alive. Jessup already with 6 hits in this game through 2. Keiser still searching for their first. This one popped up high into the air and fouled off yet again over the net. 3 consecutive 3-2 pitches and 3 consecutive foul-offs. Count remains 3-2, a full count. Hutchinson staying alive. Will he be able to deliver? He thought about going there, but doesn't. That's strike number 3. 2 consecutive strikeouts from Moreno. And he really earned that K. Strikes him out looking.
The shortstop, number 47, Andrew Almendarez.
Andrew Almendarez coming up to the plate for the Keiser Seahawks. And Almendarez, batting average of .309 this season with 23 RBIs and 3 homers. And he pops this one up high into the air. And it will be secured. A nice job by the second baseman, Iranon, going all the way in the shallow right and making that play to retire the side. And that ends the second inning. Through 2, Warriors ahead. 3 runs to none.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
First baseman.
Resuming play here in the third inning. Jessup ahead 3 runs to nothing against Keiser. Bryce Petrillia, the first baseman, back at the plate for the Warriors. His first at bat, he had a triple and really got things going for Jessup. Swings and misses there. Count is 1-1. That one skeeters down off the dirt. Pitch from Galvin and a strike. Knots up the count at 2-2. A grounder. It's retrieved. The throw is made to first base in time for out number 1.
Number 21, Chris Lopez.
Lopez, the DH, back up. Flew out to right field in his first AB. Watches that one for ball number 1. And the Warriors can put a ton of pressure on Keiser here, already ahead by 3 runs. And we saw yesterday that the Seahawks are capable of putting up runs in a hurry. They put up 4 runs between the 7th and the 8th against Reinhardt, as they were up 5 runs to nothing going into the 7th. So we know that the Seahawks are capable of going on these flurries, but Jessup can put a lot of pressure on them early on if they are able to stretch their lead out. They can't really feel safe with a 3-run lead, especially against a team with as much offensive talent as Keiser has. Count is 3-0. The pitch from Galvin, a strike. Now, conversely, Keiser can't feel comfortable being behind by 3 runs against a team that is as potent offensively as the Warriors. Jessup one of the best offensive teams in the country, as Lopez pops this one up into center field, going back, and it will be caught along the wall. Nice play by the center fielder, Ruiz. And that retires Lopez. And he caught that one right at the wall. If Ruiz wasn't there, that might have went over the wall for a home run. Now it's the second baseman, Cade Iranon, back at the plate. Iranon 0 for 1 so far today. So far, a nice bounce-back inning from Galvin. Gave up 3 runs as Jessup Warriors built up a little momentum in the second. Watches that one for ball number 2. This one well hit by Iranon, and it goes right into the glove of the third baseman, Hutchinson, and that retires the side. So a great bounce-back inning from Galvin and the Keiser Seahawks defensively. What can they do at the plate? We'll find out. Jessup still ahead, 3 runs to none.
We are bottom of the 3rd inning for the Seahawks. The catcher, number 9, Dylan Simmons.
Now we'll resume play here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jessup still ahead, 3 runs to nothing. Keiser trying to get themselves back into this one. Dylan Simons coming up to the plate. The backstop batting 172 this year. His 10 hits across 58 plate appearances. This his 59th of the season. Already behind on the count, 0-1. Moreno remains on the mound for the Warriors. That pitch is low for Moreno in ball number 1. This one hit in the left field and fouled off. Count 1-2. Keiser, their bats were late arriving in their game against Reinhardt. They're obviously hoping for a better start, and they finished the game. It seemed like they got comfortable at the plate. They were hoping that some of that momentum would carry over into this one. So far, a strong outing right now for Moreno. Swing and miss for strike number 3. Third strikeout of the game from Moreno. He's working with a no-hitter.
Number 3, Verrier.
As Verrier, the second baseman, comes up to the plate for Keiser. Cam Verrier batting .327 this season with 24 RBIs. And a strike from Moreno. This one popped up and fouled off. And Moreno, by several different metrics, can be considered to be Jessup's most consistent pitcher over the course of this season. Leads the team in strikeouts as he strikes Verrier there. Verrier didn't really appreciate that one, but he makes his way to first base. A man on for the Seahawks for the first time today.
And right field number 6, Seth Lucero.
So Verrier advances after being hit by a pitch, and now Seth Lucero comes back up to the plate. Lucero flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Swing and miss by Lucero in strike number 1. But many metrics would back up the idea that Moreno was the most consistent pitcher in the staff for the Warriors this season. Leads them in strikeouts with 54. Also, opponents' batting average .229.
They were never, we always played them, but I don't think they ever reached. Yeah, they were not.
He's been a consistent contributor for the Warriors all season long. This one is grounded, and it will not be thrown to first. Iranon thought about making that throw as Moreno was trying to track it and make his way to the bag, but realized the throw would not have been made in time. Lucero gets on at first. Verrier is at second. All of a sudden, Keiser working with something here. See if they'll be able to capitalize. Ruiz coming up to the plate. Flew out to right field in his previous at-bat. That single from Lucero, the first hit of the game for the Seahawks. Strike from Moreno. They're obviously hoping that was the start of something for them. They're trying to spark a bit of a rally now. Ruiz represents the tying run. That pitch, a floater, and goes for ball number 1. That was an interesting hit there from Lucero, a ground ball that was hit just far enough away from the first baseman, Petrillia. Iranon tried to track that when it leaked into shallow right field, and he realized that it would have been a force trying to make that throw to the bag at first. Ends up just holding on to it. Count is now 1-2. Another floater, and this one fouled off in the left. That's a dangerous pitch, a very dangerous pitch from Moreno, especially when going up against someone like Pablo Ruiz. Leads the Seahawks with 16 home runs on the season. Ruiz fouling it off, staying alive yet again. The 1-2. Tie for ball number 2. Swing and miss for strike number 3. Down goes Ruiz. Ruiz moves to 0 for 2 on the day. Grinberg, the DH, is back at the plate. And his last time up, he advanced by way of an error from the second baseman, Iranon. Two outs on the board. Moreno trying to retire the side. This one grounded and fouled off. Seahawks able to get men on base for just the second time all game long. A runner in scoring position. Looking to take advantage here. That pitch off the plate for ball number 1. Of course, Cam Verrier, the second baseman, getting on base after being struck by a pitch from Moreno. And then Lucero with a single. Swing and miss for strike number 2. Moreno, again, has been superb thus far for Jessup. Something they really needed on the mound after it was a bit of a struggle for them against Point Park yesterday. The pitch, it's low for ball number 2. Count is 2-2. 2 outs on the board. 2 men on base. The pitch from Moreno. Swing and miss for strike number 3. Another strikeout from Max Moreno. He is absolutely dealing for the Warriors. And after 3, they remain ahead 3-0.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
For the Warriors.
Now in the 4th inning, the Jessup Warriors ahead 3-0 against the Keiser Seahawks. Drew Andrews back at the plate. Andrews' first time at the plate since his home run kicked off the scoring for us here in Molesca. Galvan remains on the mound for Keiser. This one clipped and fouled off. Count is 0-2. Galvin pitch, popped up. Keiser's underneath it, and they will secure it for out number 1. So Andrews falls to 1 for 2, and now Quentin Hall comes back up to the plate. Hall, a single in his last at bat. Again, Jessup, a chance to put a whole lot of pressure on Keiser here as Hall rips this one into left field. He's rounding first, and that is where he will remain. 2 consecutive singles from Quentin Hall. He's now 2 for 2, and Cole Hazel, the third baseman, coming up to the plate. Hazel also had a single. That single came in the 2nd inning. And this is the part of the lineup that in that second inning really jump-started Jessup, got them rolling a little bit offensively. We'll see if history repeats itself here. Galvan obviously hoping to be able to slow them down here in the fourth inning. We see Hall making his way to second. Does he get there? He will, as the ball escapes out of the glove of Almendarez, the shortstop. And Hall looked like he was inching over on that last pitch, and when he realized the coast was clear, he took off. As soon as that next pitch came to the plate, he's now in scoring position. Just want to be able to get something in play, hopefully trying to help Hall advance, but it seems like he'll advance here on the passed ball. He is safe. The catcher Simons could not corral that when it got behind him, and Hall taking advantage. Now he is threatening from third. The sack most definitely in play for the Warriors. You can just pop one up into the outfield. Hall will surely score another run. This pitch inside for ball number 3. Count now 3-1, and I definitely would expect Hazel to probably lay off of this one unless he sees a pitch that he just really likes. That one high for ball number 4. He didn't like that one, and he makes his way to first. Runners at the corners for the Warriors.
Shortstop number 5, Jack Grant.
Jack Grant coming up to the plate now, and we'll have a conference on the mound. Not really a surprise to see that. Things got away a little bit from Galvan in that second inning. He was able to right the ship in the third, but right now, again, in a little bit of trouble, and we're going to see Coach Brooke Fordyce roll with Galvan here in the fourth inning. He's going to keep him in there. And just a conversation probably just trying to get him refocused, get him locked in on the task at hand. And in postseason play, there's highs and lows, and Keiser has definitely experienced plenty of highs and lows throughout their season. Again, a group that started 14-2, dealt with some struggles midway through the year, and was able to finish things off. Swing and miss from Grant. Hazel, did he get to second? No, he did not. He was tagged out. Nice job by Simons. He was ready for that steal attempt. So now just one man on for the Seahawks, one man on for the Warriors. Swing and miss again from Grant in strike number 2. I'm sure that's what that mound visit was just about. And again, a team that's very used to overcoming adversity, so they will not blink being down 3 runs. They didn't blink being down 5 yesterday. 3 consecutive swings, 3 consecutive misses from Grant. That's strike number 3. Out number 3, and retires the side. It's going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Jessup still ahead, 3-0. Now set to resume play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Keiser still looking for their first run of the game. Moreno has been absolutely sensational up to this point for Jessup, already with 5 strikeouts through just 3 innings. This one, a grounder. Iranon secures it, makes the throw to first, and it leaks out of the glove of Petrilia. Kenny DiClemente able to get to first.
Now that is the first baseman, number 5. Monte Wood.
He gets on and wait to see the official scoring and says they're going to call that an error on Aaronon. So DiClemente getting on base, and to be able to win at the highest level, sometimes you need a little bit of luck to go your way. So maybe this is what Keiser needs to get off the schneid a little bit, trying to get themselves back into this game. Jamonte Woods back at the plate, and he was struck out in his previous AB. Moreno deals, and that one bouncing off of the helmet of Woods. Seems to be okay. He's going to make his way to first. It's good to see that he's all right. He was able to shake that off.
And that is the third baseman, number 12, Palmer Hutchinson.
Now 2 men on for Keiser. DiClemente at second. Woods now at first. Hutchinson coming up to the plate for Keiser. Hutchinson was struck out in his previous at-bat, looking for a different result here. All of a sudden, Keiser, 2 men on base. Hutchinson with a base hit can potentially drive in a run, and it looks like he will do exactly that. That one leaks into left center. DiClemente rounding third and headed home. 1 run scores for the Keiser Seahawks. An RBI single from Hutchinson, and Keiser gets on the board. Exactly what Keiser needed. Now they have runners at the corners with Almendarez coming up to the plate. Almendarez flew out in his last at-bat. Maybe this is what the Seahawks needed, trying to build some steam, pick up some momentum. Now trailing 3-1 here in the 4th. Moreno, sensational up to this point. First sign of real trouble in this game. We'll see how he will navigate this. Runners at the corners, no outs. Moreno tried to secure that himself. Aaronon gets it, makes the throw to first, but another run will score for the Seahawks. Almendarez is out at first, but Jamonte Woods makes his way home. It is now 3-2 in favor of the Jessup Warriors. Just 1 out on the board. Hutchinson is in scoring position. He's now at second. Simons, the backstop, coming back up to the plate. Simons was struck out in his previous plate appearance. And this is exactly why Jessup couldn't really feel too comfortable with a 3-run advantage. Keiser, a team that is definitely capable of going on flurries just like these, where they start to pick up some steam, build up some momentum. This one is clipped into the net and fouled off. Of course, a Keiser team that's very battle-tested, coming out of the Sun Conference, a conference that has 2 of the best teams in the country, Weber International, as well as the number 1 ranked Southeastern Fire team that has made their way to the NAI World Series on multiple occasions. So Keiser definitely battle-tested throughout the year. And as we saw yesterday, they will not blink at the face of adversity. They were down by 5 runs against Reinhardt late in that game and really made a run to try to win it. Count's now 3-1. The pitch inside for ball number 4. Simons will make his way to first. Now 2 men on for the Keiser Seahawks, and there will be a conference on the mound. Again, not a surprise to see this. Coach Trevor Payne's going to have a conversation with his pitcher. And we're going to see the catcher Williams as well as the third baseman Hazel join them for this conference.
I'd like to remind everybody that the concession stand is open.
And these are the kind of conversations that are very necessary when you're trying to settle your guy down. And Keiser doing a nice job getting themselves back into the game. At this point in the season, everyone is so good and everyone is so battle-tested. You've played so much baseball that you can't expect to face a team that will just go into the tank. You know that you're going to be in for a fight game in and game out in the postseason. Keiser providing plenty of fight, but probably just reminding Moreno, hey, we're still ahead. You do have 1 out. Just do what you need to do to get out number 2 and go from there. Verrier back at the plate. A grounder, double play chance here for Jessup. They won't take it. That's out number 2, and it seems like Petrulia, he may have thought that that one would retire the side. It is just out number 2. Keiser, 2 men in scoring position.
Number 6.
And now we're back to the top of the batting order for the Keiser Seahawks. Seth Lucero back at the plate. Lucero 1 for 2 on the day. And pitched a bit low for ball number 1. Hutchinson's at first. Simons is at second. Pardon me, Hutchinson at third. That pitch, a strike. Two runners in scoring position. Lucero a chance to help Keiser even this thing up, or potentially even more than that. Swing and miss from Lucero, and strike number 2. Count is now 1-2. Moreno can end the inning with a strike. This one a grounder. Moreno retrieves it, makes the throw to first, but it gets away from Petrulia. 1 run scores for Keiser, and another run will score for Keiser. They are now ahead 4-3. That ball just died right in front of the mound. Moreno doing his best to get to it, tried to make the throw over to first, but it was errant. Petrulia was not able to secure that one, and the Seahawks now lead 4-3. My goodness, we'll wait for the official scoring of that one, but that appeared to be an error from the pitcher, Moreno. That is absolutely unfortunate for Jessup. But again, to be able to win at the highest level, you do need some things to go your way. It seems like Lady Luck is shining down on the Seahawks here in the 4th inning. Ruiz back at the plate, and he's 0 for 2 so far. This one is a pass ball, goes over the outstretched hands of the catcher Williams. Lucero now at second and in the scoring position. Count is now 1-1. Moreno needs to do what he can do to get out of this inning. A great chance there. Was ahead on the count 1-2. Wasn't able to do so. This one is popped up by Ruiz and foul. Count now 1-2. What a response from the Seahawks here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Moreno with the pitch. Popped up again by Ruiz, and again it goes foul. Count remains 1-2. This one popped up by Ruiz. Outfielder is underneath it. He secures it. That retires the side and ends the inning. Keiser able to pull out in front here in the fourth inning. As we enter the fifth, the Seahawks ahead 4-3.
Jessup University 3.
Here in the fifth inning, the Keiser Seahawks ahead 4-3 against the Jessup Warriors. Keiser putting up 4 runs in the bottom of the fourth inning, stringing a few of them together. They were up 3-2, and the count was 1-2 for Seth Lucero. He hit a grounder right in front of the mound. Moreno, the pitcher, tried to retrieve it and make the throw to first, but the throw was errant. The first baseman, Petrillo, could not secure it. And this one is popped up deep into the outfield by Williams. Back, and gone. A home run for Jessup, and they answer right back with a solo shot. Williams, his second home run here in the NAIA opening round. It is now 4-4. Williams stepping up yet again for his squad right when they needed it. That's big for the Warriors. Keiser, again, able to score those last 2 runs by way of that error from the pitcher Moreno, making a throw to first base. It was errant. The first baseman, Petrillo, couldn't secure it. 2-run scoring for the Seahawks right before the end of the inning. But Jessup answering right back with a homer. Trey Furry back at the plate. Furry 0 for 2 thus far. Pitch from Galvan and strike number 2. Count knotted up at 2 apiece. Fourth-seeded Keiser Seahawks, the second-seeded Jessup Warriors. Galvan with the pitch. Low and into the dirt for ball number 3. Pitch, and Furry fouls it off into the net. Remains a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. As Furry's going to make his way back into the batter's box. Furry still looking for his first hit of the game. Galvan deals. Furry fouls it off, stays alive. That was a massive home run from Williams. Big time answer from the Warriors after Keiser was able to get going in the bottom of the fourth. Furry watches this one for ball number 4, and he makes his way to first base. That was a very patient at-bat there from Furry, and exactly what he needed to do, especially with how this day has gone for him. How many times have we seen players when they start off 0 for 2 and they get into situations like that, facing 2 strikes or facing a full count, how often do we see them just take a hack, no matter how ill-advised it may be? That was a tremendous job by Furry, remaining patient, laying off of that one. He gets himself on base. Petralia, the first baseman, back at the plate. He's 1 for 2 so far today. And we see there Keiser's catcher Simons getting up fast, trying to make sure that he keeps Furry at bay. Trey Furry, we know that he is definitely a guy to watch for as a base runner. 17 stolen bases on the season. That pitch a bit off the plate for ball number 2. Counts now 2-1. Galvan with the pitch and a strike. Count is now 2-2. And really, with the exception of that second inning, Galvan has performed admirably. Gave up that home run earlier in this inning, a grounder, and the shortstop slips for Keiser. Furry making his way to third, runners at the corners. Keiser's shortstop, Almendarez, slipped trying to make that play, was unable to corral that baseball. Jessup, 2 men on, a runner at first and a runner at third. Still no outs on the board with their DH, Lopez, coming up to the plate. Lopez 0 for 2 so far today. The Jessup bats on fire so far today. 9 hits. That pitch off the plate for ball number 2. Count is now 2-0. Again, this is an elimination game. The winner will move on. The loser will see their season come to an end. Count is 3-0. Another ball and the bases will become loaded for the Jessup Warriors. Galvan with the pitch. A ground ball. Secured. The throw is made to first in time, but another run scores for the Warriors. That's Trey Furry making his way across the plate. It's now 5-4 in favor of Jessup. So Furry getting across the plate there. And it appears that Galvan's day is going to be done. Galvan had his moments, but things starting to get away from him a little bit in the 5th. And Keiser's going to go into a different direction. So a pitching change has been made for the Keiser Seahawks. Now on the mound, number 33, Chuck Fishbaugh. Fourth-year righty, 6'4", out of Jupiter, Florida. Formerly from Palm Beach State College. Fishbaugh making his second appearance in the NAIA opening round. He appeared in their game yesterday against Reinhardt, and he came in and pitched for a little bit over 4 innings. Surrendered only 4 hits during that time, gave up 2 earned runs. But there was some time that he absolutely confounded that Reinhardt lineup, using that unique sidearm delivery as well. Right now at the plate, Cade Iranon, the second baseman for Jessup. 3 consecutive balls thrown from Fishbaugh. Iranon 0 for 2 so far in this game. Four consecutive balls thrown from Fishbaugh out of the pen. Iranon makes his way to first. 2 men on base for the Warriors. Andrews coming back up to the plate. Drew Andrews. He's 1 for 2 so far today. He hit a home run earlier. He's thinking bunt there, but it goes foul. But again, what a response from Jessup. Warriors offensively a little bit quiet in the previous 2 innings. Keiser able to get themselves going with 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning, and then Jessup answering right back. Started off with Williams, who hit his second home run here in the NAIA opening round. Three consecutive strikes. That's strike number 3. Down goes Andrews. First K of the game for Fishbaugh.
Number 12, Quentin Hall.
Quentin Hall back at the plate for Jessup. Hall 2 for 2 so far. That pitch a bit inside from Fishbaugh. Two consecutive pitches a bit inside from Fishbaugh. Counts now 2-0. And again, that unique sidearm delivery it gave Reinhardt fits yesterday. We'll see how Jessup is going to be able to handle it. Swing and miss there from Hall, and strike number 1. Count is 2-1. Fishbaugh with the pitch. Hall lifts this one, and it goes into left field. 1 run will score for the Jessup Warriors. That one going right over Almendarez. He tried to secure it. It goes over his head. Hall moves to 3 for 3 on the day. That one an RBI single. Score is now 6-4 in favor of the Warriors. Cole Hazel coming up to the plate. And a pinch hitter in the game for the Warriors. This is Nate Van Patten, number 22, batting .278 on the year. This will be his 37th plate appearance of the season. Swing and miss there from Van Patten in strike number 2. Van Patten had an at-bat in that game against Reinhardt. See what he does here, behind on the count, 0-2. Fishball trying to retire the side, and he hits Van Patten in the back. He doesn't appreciate it, but he'll take the free base. The base is loaded for the Jessup Warriors.
Brings up the shortstop, number 5, Jack Grant.
So now Jack Grant, the shortstop, coming back up to the plate. 0 for 2 so far today. We're going to have a meeting of the minds between the umpires. We'll see what they're discussing. But Grant, with the bases loaded, a chance to drive in at least 1 run for the Warriors. I think the umpires just discussing post-game plans, probably dinner plans, seeing what everybody's going to be doing after these games conclude. We're all set to resume play. But Jack Grant, a great chance here to help the Warriors add to their newfound advantage. Now ahead by 2 runs. They were able to come up with 3 here in this inning. A chance to do even more damage. The pitch popped up straight in the air by Grant. 3 Seahawks coming underneath it, and it will be secured by the center fielder Ruiz, and that retires the side. Jessup, a heck of a response here in the 5th. We'll see if Keiser has an answer for them. Warriors ahead, 6-4.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Resuming play here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Grinberg, the DH, is back at the plate for the Seahawks. Grinberg reached on an error in his first at-bat, struck out in his second. That pitch, a strike. Moreno remains on the mound for Jessup. That 4th inning was the first sign of any real trouble that he's seen all game long. Other than that, he's been superb. We'll see if he'll be able to get things back going in the right direction here in the 5th. 2 consecutive strikes thrown from Moreno. He's ahead on the count, 0-2. That pitch is low for ball number 1. And generally, to be able to swing the momentum your way, especially when you have an offensive flurry like Jessup just had in the top of this inning, you solidify that momentum swing by being able to hold the lineup at bay in that next half inning. Keiser was able to score 4 in the bottom of the 4th, but Jessup responding. So now Keiser back at the plate. Backs against the wall, trying to come back yet again. Count remains 1-2 after that one rolled just foul. The pitch, swing and miss. Strike number 3. 6th strikeout of the game for Moreno.
Brings up left fielder, number 20, Kenny DiClemente.
Now Kenny DiClemente comes up to the plate. DiClemente flew out in his first at-bat, reached on an error in his second. That pitch off the plate for ball number 1. Even though Keiser was able to string some runs together there in the fourth inning, it has been a bit of a struggle for them at the plate so far. Absolutely a credit to Moreno in the way that he's been pitching for the Warriors. Keiser only 2 hits. They're still searching for some consistency at the plate. This one popped up and it goes over the net and foul. Count now 2-1. Again, Jessup can solidify this momentum swing by shutting out the Seahawks here in the bottom of the 5th. Strike number 2 from Moreno. Keiser trying to answer back. It might be very necessary for them to do so, as it seems like Jessup really getting some momentum at the plate as a team. They have 10 hits. This one a grounder. It's grabbed. The throw is made to first. Is it in time? No, it is not. Great hustle there by D. Clemente to beat out the tag. He's safe. So he gets on base with Jamonte Woods coming back up. Woods was hit by a pitch in his last AB. Woods stepped up in a major way for Keiser in that game against Reinhardt. We'll see if he can step up in this one. D. Clemente, we see him kind of trailing off the bag a little bit. Might be just for the mind game element. D. Clemente, only 1 stolen base this year. And Keiser as a team, not really that aggressive when it comes to base running. Only 1 player with double digits in stolen bases as Woods cracks this one deep into the outfield. Over the wall, that's gone. A 2-run shot from Jamonte Woods. Keiser ties this one up at 6 apiece.
Jamonte Woods. You are beyond.
That's the 2nd home run in the NAIA opening round from Jamonte Woods. He is very comfortable playing at Ken White Field, folks. He was a standout for the Point Skyhawks and definitely made it a point to play well here whenever he faced off against Reinhardt University. He had another great game against Reinhardt yesterday here at the same venue, this time against the Jessup Warriors. Jamonte Woods comes through again. Keiser with an answer. It is now 6-6. Just when it felt like Jessup was going to be able to flip the momentum their direction, Keiser with an answer. This one cracked into the outfield, and it will be secured. Hall underneath that one. And every time there's a home run and another hard hit ball, it's always the baseball fan that comes out and says, "Oh my God, another one!" And you know, a very hard hit ball from Hutchinson. It seemed like it may have carried, but Hall able to secure it. That's out number 2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. This one popped up and foul. Good contact there from Almendarez. This one going the opposite direction. Count now 0-1. Moreno deals. That one lifted in the left field, over the left field wall. That is gone. Another home run from the Keiser Seahawks.
Andrew Almendarez.
Almendarez, a solo shot, and the Seahawks take the lead here in the 5th inning. No rest for the weary. Moreno had been performing so well for Jessup, and then Keiser, 2 consecutive innings. They go on a scoring flurry. 7 runs between the 4th and 5th. They lead 7-6. Simons, the backstop now at the plate for Keiser. Simons 0 for 1 so far today. He was walked in his previous at-bat. And this one low and escaping the grasp of Williams. Count now 2-0. With 2 outs on the board, it's a similar situation to the one Moreno faced in the last inning. You just need to do what you can do to get out of the inning. You cannot allow any more damage. Swing and miss from Simons, and strike number 1. We got a good one here, folks. The 4th seeded Keiser Seahawks ahead against the 2nd seed, the Jessup Warriors, 7-6. That pitch is low from Moreno, and ball number 3. Two home runs in the 5th from Keiser, and another ball from Moreno. Simons will make his way to first. It'll be interesting to see how much longer Moreno is allowed to stay out there. And you can tell he knew exactly what was getting ready to happen. He was making his way towards his coach. It would appear that his day will be done. Trevor Payne making his way to talk to his pitcher. Moreno, again, had been performing so well for Jessup up until the 4th inning. Keiser knocking him around a little bit over the course of these last 2 innings, making things very difficult for him. You're not really sure if we'll see another pitcher here for Jessup. Coach Payne might just leave his pitcher out there to get out of the inning. You don't want to waste an arm just for 1 out, ideally. But right now, Keiser in a groove offensively. They struggled to generate any consistency at the plate through 3 innings. The 4th and the 5th have been completely different stories for the Seahawks.
The second baseman, number 3, Dan Verrier.
Now Verrier, the second baseman, comes up to the plate. Verrier was struck by a pitch in his first plate appearance as this one gets past the catcher, Williams. Runner now in scoring position for Keiser. And the pinch runner in the game for the Seahawks is number 11, Darian Howard, 4th-year player. This is a bit of a homecoming for Howard. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. Went to Pace Academy. And also formerly of Louisiana State University. That pitch is low for ball number 2. And Moreno's already up to 105 pitches in this game. His fatigue starting to set in for him. And then another thing to think about, the Warriors went through a few different arms over the course of their game against Point Park. So this is where that war of attrition starts to set in. Which team is going to be able to fight through that adversity? It seems like we do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for Jessup. Counts 3-0. Moreno watching Howard. Back at the plate. Eyes back at Howard. Eyes back to the plate. And he throws a strike. So we'll see how aware he will be of Howard's presence. Darian Howard, now 3 stolen bases on the year. This one a grounder. Aranon gets it, throws it to Petrillia for out number 3. That retires the side and ends the inning. Jessup was able to respond with 3 runs in the top of the inning, but Keiser with an answer of their own in the bottom of the 5th. The score now, Keiser 7, Jessup 6. Resuming play here in the top of the 6th inning. Jessup trailing Keiser 7-6. Keiser having a heck of a response in the bottom of the 5th inning. Chuck Fishball remains on the mound for the Seahawks. This is well hit by Williams into the outfield, but it will be secured by Keiser. That's DiClemente getting that one. Williams tried for an encore of his home run earlier. Instead, flies out. Now Trey Furry comes up to the plate. Furry's 0 for 2 in this game. He did get on base by way of a walk in his previous plate appearance. Was able to score a run as well. So Keiser coming up with a big-time answer in the 5th inning. And we'll see if the back and forth and tit for tat continues. We'll see if Jessup is able to respond with an answer of their own. Count is now 3-0. That pitch, a strike from Fishball. This one popped up by Furry in the right field. And it will be caught. That's Lucero making the play for the Seahawks and out number 2.
And batting the third base with number 28, Bryce Petrillia.
Bryce Petrillia coming up to the plate. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Last plate appearance was a single. Now again, and of course, neither team has been able to do it ever since I brought it up, but to be able to solidify a momentum swing, have to be able to hold the team at bay in that next half inning, and it looks like Keiser will do just that. 1, 2, 3 goes Jessup. The ground out from Petrillia, and that retires the side. As we shift gears to the bottom of the 6th, Keiser still ahead. Pitching change has been made for Jessup. Moreno's day is done. Now in the game, number 17, Joey Miller, a 6'2 righty from Discovery Bay, California. Joey Miller making his second appearance in the NAIA opening round. He pitched a complete inning for the Warriors yesterday in their game against Point Park. And he was solid. He didn't surrender a single hit. Had 2 strikeouts in that time as well. So now we'll see if Miller can steady the ship and get things back on course as Jessup tries to get themselves back into the game, but they cannot do that unless they hold Keiser at bay. Right now, the Seahawks seem to be in a great momentum at the plate. Will Miller be able to slow things down?
The off tackle 6 for the Seahawks. Right field number 6, set Lucero.
Miller making his 9th appearance of the year, his 8th in relief. And now we're back to the top of the batting order for Keiser. Seth Lucero at the plate. Lucero 1 for 3 so far in this game. Three consecutive balls thrown from Miller. I would absolutely expect Lucero to watch this one, force Miller to throw a strike. If he's unable to do so, Keiser will get their leadoff guy on base. Good pitch there from Miller, and strike number 1. Miller came in and did work for the Warriors yesterday in their game against Point Park. Swing and miss from Lucero in strike 2. Miller battles his way back into a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Came in and performed well yesterday in their matchup against Point Park. Of course, fans of the Warriors hoping for more of the same here. The 3-2. Swing and miss for strike number 3. Miller comes right in and gets a strikeout.
Pablo Ruiz.
Ruiz, the outfielder, coming up to the plate. Ruiz still searching for his first hit of the game. He's 0 for 3. Miller deals. Ruiz thought about swinging there, instead decides to watch it, and it goes for strike 1. And Miller getting into a groove. He threw 3 straight balls when facing Lucero, but since then, 5 consecutive strikes thrown by Miller. He now has Ruiz behind on the count, 0-2. That pitch outside and off the plate for ball number 1. This one a grounder. Miller tried to recover it. Instead, it falls off his glove, but Iranon was there and backs him up, makes the throw to first, and secures out number 2. Miller tried to be the one to make that play. It just bounced off the tip of his glove. Cade Iranon backing him up. He's right behind him and made a nice throw to Petrilia to secure out number 2. Now coming up to the plate, the DH, Grinberg. Grinberg also still searching for his first hit of the game. 0 for 3 so far. He was able to reach first on an error earlier in the game. He's been struck out in 2 consecutive plate appearances. This one is popped up and fouled off by Grinberg. Count now 1-1. Keiser again, they're ahead, but Jessup more hits in this game. Jessup with 10, Keiser with 5. Of course, the only thing that matters is what's on the scoreboard. This one is cracked. Petrillia not able to get to it. Grinberg rounding first and headed to second. Grinberg is safe at second base. Thought about going to third, thinks better of it. A double for Grinberg. That keeps the inning alive. Keiser looking for a little 2-out rally here. Score some insurance runs here in the 6th. Kenny DiClemente, the outfielder, coming up to the plate. DiClemente 1 for 3 so far. He was able to get a single in his previous at-bat. He scored 2 runs today. This one a grounder, and it goes foul right over near the Jessup dugout. Miller was trying to go 1, 2, 3 here in the 6th. Grinberg had other ideas, but now has DiClemente behind on the count, 0-2. Chance to get out of the inning unscathed here. Miller deals. It's high for ball number 1. So now the count's 1-2. The pitch popped up and fouled over the net. Again, Miller trying to get out of the inning unscathed. Jessup trailing by a run. Keiser trying to put even more pressure on the 2 seed. This one a grounder, takes a high hop, and it seems like it's going to go foul. The umpire agrees. That one took a wild bounce in the air. Hutchinson, the third baseman, still made a play for it. Counts 1-2. It's a grounder. Iranon, nice grab. The throw was made to Petrillia at first, and that retires the side and ends the inning. Nice field work there from the Warriors. They hold Keiser at bay, and as we move to the 7th, the Seahawks still ahead, 7-6. Back to resume play here in the 7th inning, and Lopez hits this one. It leaks into center field. A leadoff single for the Warriors as they're trying to get themselves back into this game. It's 7-6 in favor of the Keiser Seahawks. They're trying to get themselves back in the game. Cade Iranon coming up to the plate. Iranon 0 for 2 on the day thus far. He was walked in his previous plate appearance. He's showing bunt. He gets out of the way. Lopez gets back to the bag. Saw there the catcher Simons thought about throwing to first. Maybe trying to see if he can catch Lopez, lacking a little bit. Iranon rips this one into left field. Lopez at second, Iranon at first. A single, 2 singles in a row for the Warriors.
Now batting number 30, Drew Andrews.
Drew Andrews now coming up to the plate for Jessup. Andrews hit a home run earlier in this game. 1 for 3 so far on the day. He's showing bunt here. Pitch from Fishball a bit high for ball number 1. And over there on the left side of the infield, just saw the third baseman Hutchinson slip a little bit. It was raining earlier here in Waleska. We'll see if any of the remnants will have any type of impact in this game. This one bunted and popped up. Fishball makes the throw to first. Was the tag in time? Yes, it was. Fishball had to try to track that one. He does and is able to get Andrews out. But the runners will advance for the Warriors. Now 2 guys in scoring position. Iranon at second, Lopez at third. And the umpires are going to have a conversation about that one. That was a bang-bang play. Really unsure at first glance in which direction they were going to go in. Couldn't really be mad either way. Of course, one fan base was going to be upset with the call. And it seems like the call is going to be reversed. Andrews is safe. So now 3 runners on base for Jessup. The bases are loaded for the Warriors after Andrews reaches. He moves to 2 for 4 on the day. Quentin Hall, the outfielder, coming up to the plate. Hall's been perfect in this game. He's 3 for 3. And we're going to have a conference on the mound. The entire infield joining in. Coach Fordyce talking with his guys. And we'll see if the Seahawks are going to make a pitching change here. Such a dangerous time right now for Keiser, and they've done a good job of putting themselves in a position to be ahead at this point in the game. But Jessup, they're not going to quit. Remember, folks, season is on the line for both of these squads. They're playing for everything right now. And it seems like Keiser is going to go in a different direction on the mound. Fishball's day is done, and a pitching change has been made. The new pitcher in the game for the Keiser Seahawks is number 18, Tanner Goswick. Goswick, the 3rd-year righty out of Tampa, Florida. Played his high school ball at East Lake College and formerly of St. Petersburg College. So we'll see Goswick here. He's making his 23rd appearance of the season, an ERA of 3.41. So he comes into the game. The bases are loaded for the Warriors. No outs on the board. His job limiting the damage as much as he can as the Seahawks try to keep themselves ahead or at worst tied going into the bottom of the 7th. But right now, the Jessup Warriors trying to pull back in front and snatch the momentum away from the 4th-seeded Seahawks.
Batting number 12, Quentin Hall.
So now play set to resume. Quentin Hall coming up to the plate. Again, Hall is perfect. He's 3 for 3 on the day. 3 singles. He does have an RBI as well. We'll see what Hall can do here. Bases loaded for Jessup. Goswick appeared for Keiser. in that game against Reinhardt yesterday. The pitch. And we'll see, did Hall go? Yes, he did. Strike number 2. He was kicking himself about that one. Now behind on the count, 0-2.
That's 4 different ones. Like if you were here the last 4 years, you had a different coach every year.
Goswick, the pitch is high for ball number 1. Another high pitch there. Ball number 2. All a new lease on life. He was behind on the count, 0-2. 3 consecutive balls thrown. It's now 3-2. What's Goswick gonna do here? Full count, swing and miss from Hall in strike number 3. So Goswick taking the scenic route, finding his way to that strikeout, his first of the game. Hazel back at the plate. Hazel was walked in his previous AB. He does have a hit in this game. Base is still loaded for Jessup, and the sack is definitely in play here. Want to just see if you can't get anything else, just try to hit it as hard and as far as you can into the outfield, at least driving in 1 run. Of course, Jessup trying to do more than that. This one is popped up in the shallow left, right at the edge of the outfield. It's dropped. It's dropped, and the throw is errant. 1 run scores for Jessup. Lopez making his way across home plate. Almendarez tracked that one. He went all the way to the edge of the outfield, right near the foul line, was unable to secure it. And then Lopez scoring for Jessup. And we'll see how it gets scored officially. There will be some conversation happening. 1 run scoring for Jessup. We'll see if it stands. The umpires are having a conversation. Uncertain what the conversation is exactly about. Again, we'll see what the official ruling will be.
Could you try again?
Seems to be a heated conversation. One of the coaches for Jessup talking with the umpires, and we'll see what the official ruling will be.
That is outrun scores.
So a run will score. Cole Hazel is going to be out. So they're going to call that a pop-up, an infield fly. Nonetheless, 1 run scoring as this one is ripped into center field. Another run scores for Jessup. They take the lead, and another. Jessup scoring 2 runs after that RBI double from Jack Grant.
Now ready to catcher. Number 45, James Williams.
2 runs scoring for Jessup. RBI single from Jack Grant. They now lead 9-7. Andrews and Iranon making their way across home plate. That pitch called a strike. Goswick struck out the first batter he faced in Quentin Hall, but since then, some trouble here for the Seahawks and Goswick. That pitch outside for ball number 1. Back and forth we go. Right now, the momentum firmly in the hands of the Warriors. But ever since that 4th inning, each time Jessup has been able to put some runs together, Keiser has been able to have an answer. In the short term, we'll see if Goswick can secure this 3rd out. Another pitch off the plate for ball number 2. Count is 2-1. Goswick deals inside, deep inside for ball number 3. So we're back to the top of the order with Williams. Williams 3 for 4 on the day. The pitch. Williams lifts this one in the right field, and it will be secured by the Seahawks. That retires the side. Jessup putting up 3 runs in the top of the inning. What will Keiser do to respond? Warriors lead 9-7. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Keiser Seahawks trailing the Jessup Warriors 9-7. Jamonte Woods back at the plate for the first time since his big-time home run. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Miller remains on the mound for Jessup. Folks, this is an elimination game. The loser will see their season come to an end. The winner will live to fight another day. Woods lifts this one up and it goes foul over the net. Count is 2-1. Jamonte Woods really enjoys playing here at Ken White Field. He had a couple of home runs in the series against Reinhardt University back when he was a Point Skyhawk. And already with 2 home runs here in the NAIA opening round. Miller deals a grounder. Petrillia has it, and he will step on the bag at first and secure out number 1.
And at number 12, Palmer Hutchinson.
Hutchinson, the 3rd baseman, now at the plate for Keiser. Hutchinson 1 for 3 on the day. He flew out to center field in his previous plate appearance. And Miller, much like the last inning, it took him a few pitches to find a rhythm. But once he did, he was nearly untouchable. Will history repeat itself here in the 7th? Another strike thrown from Miller. He's now ahead on the count 0-2. The pitch. It's low for ball number 1. Count now 1-2. Miller deals. Swing and miss by Hutchinson. And strike 3. Miller was superb when he came in against Point Park yesterday. He's picking up right where he left off here against the Keiser Seahawks. That pitch inside. Almendarez back at the plate for Keiser. Almendarez, his first plate appearance since his big-time home run for the Seahawks in the 5th. And he grounds this one. It's retrieved. The throw is made in time. That retires the side and ends the inning. So Jessup able to solidify their momentum swing through 7. The Warriors lead 9-7. Resuming play here in the 8th inning. Keiser 7, Jessup 9. Trey Furry leading things off for the Warriors. Furry is 0 for 3 on the day. Count is now 1-1. Furry hits this one. It escapes the glove of the shortstop. And he gets on at first. Leadoff single for Trey Furry. Furry getting his first hit of the game with that one. Now Bryce Petralia comes up to the plate. Petralia's 2 for 4 on the day. Grounded out in his previous AB. Goswick still on the mound for Keiser. Goswick threw 1 complete inning of work. Surrendered 2 hits. Does have a strikeout. Jessup, they followed up a 10-run game with a 15 hit showing thus far. 15 hits on the board against the Seahawks. 9 runs scored. The bats have been alive and well here in Waleska, Georgia for the Jessup Warriors. Would love to score some insurance runs here. Again, we know Keiser very capable of flurries like we saw in the 4th and 5th innings. And would love to create a little bit more distance between themselves and the Seahawks. As you can see, the check-ins that were occurring at first base, Trey Furry, absolutely a guy you need to watch out for along the base paths. 17 stolen bases on the season. And in general, Jessup very aggressive when it comes to stealing bases. They attempted to steal 108 as a group this year, 88 stolen bases as a team. This one is lifted in the left center. It's going to drop. Furry's now at second. Petralia at first after that single. Warriors, 2 guys on base to start things in the 8th.
That brings up number 21, Chris Lopez.
Lopez, the DH, is back up. Had a single in his previous AB. Lopez is 1 for 4 on the day. Right now, 2 runners on, bases are loaded, and it seems like there's going to be a pinch runner for Jessup. It's number 10, Brandon Springer, 6'4" junior from Sacramento, California. So he's now the man at first. It's still Furry at second in scoring position. A grounder, Lopez. It leaks into center field. Furry rounding third. Furry headed home. An insurance run scored for the Jessup Warriors after the RBI single from Lopez. Second hit of the game from Lopez. It's now 10-7 Warriors. 17 hits in this game. Cade Iranon back at the plate. Iranon 1 for 3 at the day. It's now Lopez at first. Springer at second. Iranon lifts this one up and it goes foul over the net and over the pines. Count is 1-1. Jessup right now, they have Keiser on the ropes, looking to put the finishing touches on a big-time opening round victory. Meanwhile, Keiser trying to scratch and claw their way back into this game. Iranon showing bunt there. Instead, it will go for a ball. Again, this is an elimination game. The loser will see their season come to an end. The winner will be able to advance and live to fight another day. Counts now 2-1. Iranon thought about swinging there. Did he go? Yes, he did. Just across the plate. Count now 2-2. Goswick trying to get the first out of this inning. Goswick with the pitch. Swing and miss by Iranon in strike 3. Much needed strikeout there from Goswick. Andrews, the outfielder, at the plate now. Andrews is 2 for 4 on the day. Single in his last at-bat. Again, does have a home run. That came in the second inning for Jessup. Thought about swinging at that one, but thinks better of it. Ball number 1. Goswick tasked with holding this Jessup lineup at bay for the remainder of this half inning as Andrews hits that one right over near the Keiser dugout. Seahawks trailing by 3 runs. But Jessup, they're in such a great rhythm offensively. Everybody contributing, 17 hits as a team. This one clipped and foul into the net. Count now 1-2. All 9 original starters for the Warriors have recorded a hit. And pitches low and into the dirt for ball number 2. And coming into this game, we knew exactly what kind of team Jessup has been offensively all year long. A .336 batting average as a group. 99 homers entering today as well. Springer was thinking of making his way to third, and he gets tagged out. Caught stealing. Nice play by the catcher Simons, who made a phenomenal throw. Springer took the risk and pays for it with that one. So now a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Strike retires the side. A ball, and Andrews will make his way to first. Goswick a check in at first with Lopez. That was unfortunate there. But Jessup has been aggressive as a base running team all year long, as Andrews looks at that one, makes his way to first as it goes for ball number 4.
Now batting number 12, Quentin Hall.
But you knew that Jessup were going to try their best to get that runner from second to third. Something they've done all year long right there, just paying for their aggression. Hall coming up to the plate. He's 3 for 4 on the day. Struck out in his previous AB. This one popped up into the air. Looks like it's going to go foul. Simons, the catcher, tried to come underneath. That one was looking to track it, but it goes just on the wrong side of the net. So now the count's 0-1. 2 men on for the Warriors. Andrews at first, Lopez at second. Hall thought about swinging at that one. Umpire says he didn't go. Check swing, ball number 1. Warriors would love nothing more than to tack on a few more runs to their total. Lopez hits this one. The throw is made to second, and that retires the side. Jessup scoring an insurance run. They extend their lead, now ahead of the Keiser Seahawks, 10-7. Now in the bottom of the 8th inning, Keiser has 6 outs to work with. They're going to try to get themselves back into this ball game, trailing 10-7. Simons, the catcher, at the plate. He's been walked in 2 consecutive plate appearances. Miller remains on the mound for Jessup. That pitch is low for ball number 1. It's a grounder. It's retrieved. The throw is made in time. That's out number 1. So Simons grounds out. Verrier, the second baseman, coming up to the plate now. Verrier 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out in his last at-bat. Keiser trailing by 3 runs. They want to try to see if they can put something up in this inning. They don't want to put too much pressure on themselves in that 9th inning. Right now, trailing by 3 runs, all of the pressure would be on them to not only hold Jessup at bay in the top of the inning, but then from there, be able to get themselves back into the game by scoring 4 or 3 runs. As this one is fouled off, Verrier might have fouled that one off right off his leg. He's going to try to walk that one off. Definitely not a great feeling. But Keiser would put a ton of pressure on themselves if they are unable to score any runs here in the bottom of the 8th. Now Miller and the Jessup Warriors know that they have the Seahawks' backs firmly against the wall. They can add pressure to this situation by forcing a shutout inning. This one ripped into right field. Verrier gets his first hit of the ball game. He's at first. Verrier moves to 1 for 3 on the day. As now Seth Lucero back at the plate. Lucero's 1 for 4. Struck out in his last at bat. Lucero's been phenomenal for the Seahawks all season long. And pitch a strike from Miller. The leadoff man for Keiser came into this game with a .336 batting average. Looks at that one, and it drops for ball number 1. A check-in with Verrier at first. Verrier, over the course of this season, hasn't been much of a threat stealing. Only 3 stolen bases, 5 attempts on the season. This one well struck by Lucero, drops into left field. Verrier safe at second. Lucero will stay at first. Single for Seth Lucero.
And batting, number 35, Pablo Ruiz.
Now Pablo Ruiz, the outfielder, comes up to the plate. Ruiz entered this game, team leading 16 home runs, second on the team with 56 RBIs. Today, Ruiz is 0 for 4. He pops this one up in the center field. It will drop, a blooper. Bases now loaded for the Seahawks. That one, a perfect blooper, drops right in shallow center. Ruiz might have heard me talking about him being 0 for 4. Now Ruiz 1 for 5. Grinberg, the DH, is now at the plate. Grinberg, 1 for 4 on the day. Had a double in his previous at-bat, and now an infield conference. Coach is going to stay in the dugout for this one. It's just going to be the catcher, and we see Miller as well as the first baseman coming out, and now the coach is going to come out. It seems like we're going to have a pitching change. There will be an adjustment made. Miller had performed well for Jessup, gotten a little bit of trouble. Things getting very interesting here in Waleska, Georgia. Day 2 of the NAIA opening round. Miller's day is done. Jessup will go in a different direction.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
So the new pitcher on the mound for Jessup is number 53, Evan Williams, the 6-foot righty, a freshman out of San Jose, California, formerly from Branham High School. Evan Williams comes into this game. This will be his second appearance in the NAIA opening round. He pitched for a complete inning in their game against Point Park, surrendered 2 hits and 2 earned runs, hoping for better success here against the Keiser Seahawks. We'll see if he can find it. Williams, the most utilized pitcher on the staff this season for the Warriors. This will be his 18th appearance of the year. Sports a 3.89 ERA and a 5-1 record. Folks, Williams just a freshman, and he has been phenomenal all season long for Jessup. Warriors hoping that he can come through yet again. Keiser, the bases have loaded. 1 out on the board. Williams, big time situation for him. We'll see if he can come through. Right now, the Seahawks trying to get themselves back into the game. Grinberg at the plate. Grinberg is 1 for 4. He had a double earlier in this game. Now, it might be unrealistic to ask Williams to hold Keiser scoreless in this situation, but the least that you can do is try to mitigate the damage, try to minimize the damage as much as you can. You do not want to allow Keiser to score runs in bunches in this situation. You have a 3-run cushion, but right now, 3 balls on the board, no strikes, a 3-0 count. Williams deals this one a strike. That was a very wise decision there by Grinberg. Make Williams throw a strike. Make him throw a strike, and if I was him, I'd try to see if I'd make him throw another one. He watches that one, and he does throw another one. Strike number 2. Good job by Williams fighting to get this count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A ball and a run will score for the Seahawks. And that's exactly what happens. Ball number 4. Bases remain loaded. Another run scores for Keiser. Cam Verrier stepping on the bag. Verrier scores. DiClemente, the outfielder, back up at the plate. Takes a hack at this one. It goes foul. DiClemente hits this one, leaks into left field. 1 run scores for Keiser. Will another run score for Keiser? Yes, it will. The Keiser Seahawks tie this one up by way of that 2 RBI single from DiClemente. DiClemente, big time there. Lucero and Ruiz both scoring. We're now tied up at 10. Jamonte Woods, the first baseman, he's now back at the plate. 1 for 4. He does have a home run in this game. Keiser now up to 10 hits on the day. DiClemente's at first. Grinberg's at second. Still a runner in scoring position. Seahawks a chance to pull out in front. Just one out on the board. 0-2 count. Williams with the pitch. Outside and off the plate for ball number 1. Now, Williams has been great all year in relief for the Warriors. Struggled a little bit against Point Park. And right now struggling against the Seahawks. This one ripped into right field, but just on the wrong side of the line and fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Jamonte Woods stepped up yesterday when his team needed him most. Can he do it again? Jamonte Woods lifts this one in the left field. Over the wall. It is gone. A home run from Jamonte Woods. A 3-run shot. And the Seahawks take a 13-10 lead. Second home run of the game for Jamonte Woods. Third home run of the NAIA opening round. Jamonte Woods stepping up in a major way for the Seahawks. They take a 13-10 lead. I mentioned earlier, they can score runs in bunches and go on flurries. 6 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Seahawks. Hutchinson now at the plate. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Still just 1 out on the board, so Keiser a chance to continue to add to their newfound lead. Back-to-back outings from Williams. Less than stellar from him. Again, he was so great in relief all season long for Jessup. Has been a bit of a struggle for him here in the NAIA opening round. But he's a young guy. He's a freshman. A few freshman mistakes from him this week. Keiser trying to rally and looking to beat Jessup, looking to knock off the 2nd seed and continue their quest for a World Series appearance. The count is now 2-2. Hutchinson well hit deep out in the right field, and it will be secured. That's Trey Furry making the play for the Warriors, securing out number 2. So now all the pressure is on Jessup and on Williams. They only have 3 outs to work with. They need to score at least 3 runs in the 9th to keep this game going. Of course, that's considering if they can hold Keiser at bay. Almendarez is back at the plate for the first time since his homer. And he pops this one up. It goes high into the air. Looks like the shortstop is underneath that. He will secure it. Out number 3 retires the side. What will the Jessup Warriors do here? Keiser pulling out in front. Jessup, 3 outs remaining to try to work their way back into this game. Can they save their season?
Jessup University.
At Schrei Media, we believe in the power of connection, promoting your brand while supporting your community. Our goal is to elevate your presence and amplify your message through local sports. With Schrei Media, advertising goes beyond traditional boundaries. Get on television, make an impact. Take the first step towards a future where your brand is not just seen, but celebrated.
All the pressure in the world on the Jessup Warriors. do up for the Warriors. Furry, Petrillia, Lopez. All right, it's going to be Hazel, Williams, and Furry for Jessup. And Hazel pops this one up deep out to left field. It's going back, and it seems like it's going to die on the warning track, and it does. It's secured by the left fielder, DiClemente. One pitch, one out. Fly out by Cole Hazel.
How about number 5, Jack Grant.
Jack Grant, the shortstop, coming up to the plate. Grant 1 for 3 on the day. This one a grounder. Will it be 2 pitches and 2 outs? Yes, it will. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 9th inning. So now can Williams keep the game alive? Williams has stepped up on a few different occasions for the Jessup Warriors. He has a home run in this game. He's 2 for 5 on the day overall. Has hit 2 home runs in the NAIA opening round. Keiser 1 out away from living to survive another day. Jessup potentially could be down to their last out of their season. That pitch, a strike. Williams, a senior from Huntington Beach, California, formerly of UC Davis. Hits this one just at the edge of his bat and fouls it off. Count now 1-2. Williams down to his last strike. Goswick deals. It's high for ball number 2. Count is knotted up at 2 apiece. A grounder bounces off of Wood's arm. He throws it to Goswick. He steps on the bag. Out number 3, and Keiser will move on while Jessup sees their season come to an end. The 4th seeded Keiser Seahawks will eliminate the 2 seed. The Jessup Warriors season ends a phenomenal year for them. They finished the season at 39-11. The Golden State's Athletic Conference champions will bow out here in day 2 of the NAIA opening round. Thank you guys for joining us, and please stay tuned for the next game here in the NAIA opening round, day 2. It will be the 3 seed, the Point Park Pioneers, taking on the top seed Reinhardt Eagles.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Join SESN for an unmatched sports experience. Dive into the world of game highlights, real-time updates, and electrifying coverage. With SESN, you're not just watching sports, you're living them. Be the first to know, the first to see, and the first to share every big moment. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
I got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach.
Culinary arts. Auditor.
A firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge. Open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes-to-officiating.com.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear, call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, Good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.